everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be shooting in Golden Gate Park with a beautiful model Amanda. We're going to be experimenting with color film and black and white film on the Hasselblad. Just going to take some nice fashion editorial photos with her outfit, and we have a second one too. So we're just going to have fun. You'll see the results as it goes. So let's get right down to it. Lower. There you go. Just like that. Hold. Block the sun with your face. Or with your hand. There you go. To take your arm completely out on the left side. There you go. Just like that. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, got it. Oh yeah, that's it. There you go, there you go. 3, 2. Three, two, and 1. All right, take 5 in the shade. The pictures turned out so much better than I thought they would. Like, holy crap. My favorite images from this photo set are easily the ones when Amanda is bicep curling the mirror and she kind of has like a little side-by-side profile action with a reflection. The colors worked so well and the reflection was so clean and sharp. I'm so glad that f8 and f5.6 allowed a deep enough depth of field so that her face was sharp in both the reflection and her actual image. It was also perfect that the sky in the reflection was a dark blue. I love having a dark blue sky whenever I have like a portrait session and I like go from a low angle and shoot up towards the sky. I don't really like light blue against like orange skin. I really like more color contrast, and having that present in the reflection was perfect. I just want to give a shout out to my model Amanda Leung. You could follow her socials wherever I'm going to put it on the screen. She did an excellent job with the outfit, with the posing. Shout out to Nathan for helping me film this video as well. We were shooting at the Conservatory of Flowers in Golden Gate Park, and that white building that you see, I've used it before in a past video, and it's perfect for broad daylight shoots because it acts like almost a 270-degree bounce board. So the shadows aren't going to be super harsh. Your face is going to be nice and well lit, and you saw that in most of the photos. So let me tell you about my experience alternating between color and black and white for the shoot. This is the only time I've ever experienced like what it's like to have two backs for a certain camera. So for the Hasselblad 500, you could totally buy another film back, whether it's 120 or 220, and then stick like color film in one, black and white in the other, so you can alternate whenever you feel like it. It's such a nice option to have because, say for example, you have the Pentax 6.7 and you're like halfway through Portra 400 and either, I don't know, you have overcast clouds and color won't look right in that for you, or if you simply just want to switch to black and white, you have to burn through the whole roll to switch to black and white or another alternate film, or own a different Pentax 6.7 and go on switching between the two. I personally have a 120 back and the 220 back for the Hasselblad. One is black and one is chrome, so I know the difference and I don't get them mixed up. If you guys don't know what 220 film is or 220 back is, it pretty much is like a regular medium format roll where you get 12 shots with a 6x6, 10 with 6x7, 15 or 16 with 645. With a 220, it's pretty much just double the length. So for the Hasselblad, a 6x6, you would get 12 shots on a regular 120 roll. For a 220, you get 24. So it's super economical, and you'll be wondering like, oh, why doesn't everybody get a 220 roll? Most film companies, if not all film companies, don't make 220 rolls anymore. It's just much rather more economical to have a 120 roll. So for this particular shoot, I did have somewhat of a strategy of when I would shoot with black and white and when I would shoot with color film, but most of the times plan A would be shoot with Tri-X. So Kodak Tri-X 400 is actually my absolute favorite black and white film of choice because of its natural, high contrast and gritty look. And when I shoot black and white, I obviously don't have color as a tool to emphasize beautiful skin tones or beautiful blue sky to kind of steal your attention and make this photo a lot more easily digestible. I have to pay attention to how textures interact with each other. You don't just see a nice blurred out tree in the background with nice bokeh balls through it. You see just textures and leaves and kind of like a rough thing going on in the background. You don't just see a nice smooth gradation of skin tones anymore. You just see a gradation of gray colors. So this was my chance to really show stronger emotion through either the face or through the shape of the body. And I believe me and Amanda did a really good job doing that with some poses either showing only one eye or showing like really sharp angles with a very businesswoman-like energy going on. And I wanted to emphasize that a little bit more with a lower angle too. If you can see in most of the example photos, I loved shooting at a lower angle when she was standing up, not because she was only taller than me, but to show more of that strength. One thing I wish I did pay more attention to was how the shadows were kind of like cascading across her eyes. It's one of the cruxes you have to deal with when shooting in broad daylight, let alone high noon sun. So that's just one thing that you have to deal with by either angling the head upwards towards the sky or backlighting her completely, or using a mirror or a bounce light or a bounce board to kind of, you know, even out the shadow so it looks a lot more softer and the contrast isn't so dramatic and pronounced. I feel like I really don't need to say too much about the color shots because I've shown so much of it on my channel already. I'm in love with the Portra 160 and Portra 400 colors, and the interactions that we had with her in the mirror were some of my favorites, again with the side-by-side profile. And overall, I really thought that the shoot was a success of doing some editorial work, fashion editorial work. And again, I want to shout out Amanda for all of her hard work, all of her expertise in posing, and also just knowing what looks good, which side looks good, and really taking the mental load off of me posing her. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hope you guys liked the images. I sure as hell did. I'm a huge fan of how they came out. Super excited when expired film always turns out good. Always a blessing. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you thought about this fashion editorial shoot, and if I should do more of these, if I should, I don't know, do them more in the studio, whatever you guys want, I'll consider it in the comments below. But that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.